Hello and welcome to Regulatory Wrap. So far in 2024, we've seen a trend towards transparency from regulators and the SEC has been at the forefront. This week, Gurbir Grewal, Director of the SEC's Division of Enforcement, has taken a further step by laying out the regulators' 5 principles of effective cooperation with SEC investigations. Grewal outlines the very real benefits of cooperating with Commission investigations and emphasises that positive, proactive cooperation could lead to firms seeing a reduction in charges levied against them or zero charges altogether. The 5 principles include the importance of both self-policing and self-reporting. Grewal states that self-policing allows firms to learn of potential issues early on and believes it begins with tone at the top, a phrase we're very familiar with. Self-reporting, on the other hand, is seen to be a signal of culture and proactive compliance. Grewal explains that firms can get in early and self-report before a full internal investigation is complete, or even where firms aren't entirely certain that there's a violation. That would be a substantial shift away from the usual approach large institutions are advised to take by their legal teams. The principles also include the importance of remediation actions such as disciplining or dismissing staff involved in those violations and strengthening internal controls and policies. They also suggest firms should go above and beyond when sharing relevant materials, explaining what documents mean and suggesting where the regulator may need to look or who to speak to. The final principle is the need for firms to communicate with the enforcement staff early, often and substantively, and this is the best way to collaborate with the SEC. It's interesting that conduct and tone from the top are mentioned in the very first principle, as this is rarely called out as a priority by the SEC and is in line with messaging from other regulators, notably in the UK and Europe. Grewal also warns firms that they will experience better outcomes with cooperation than without it, something wise firms will take note of. Are you confident you have the solutions in place to flag issues early and cooperate with the regulators if they come calling? Join us next time for another Regulatory Wrap.